Доброго дня, це медіа.
Good afternoon, this is Media Center, Ukraine, Odesa, and we're starting our working day with the briefing of the volunteers who produced mobile field bathhouses for the military, just using a bus. We are having with us Stanislav Madens, head of the staff headquarters of the volunteer service Nekhai Shchastyt, and Oleksandr Hryniuk, director of Ukrinteravtoservice Odesa. Oleksandr will start. Good afternoon. I would like to say that that was my idea. Because when I visited my friend who had just come back from the front line in November, when it was cold, when it was wet, I understood that they felt cold, hungry, and I thought that it was a good idea to make a mobile field bathhouse for those guys to be able to watch at the front line, on the second line. So I just looked through the vehicle database after RIA. I found quite a cheap bus, and it was important that the engine was okay there, so that was enough. I bought that bus, and that's how we started producing the bathhouse. So it is a usual Odessa minibus, which is used for the transportation of Odessa residents. I found it on the web, and the guys, volunteers, they helped me to bring this project in life. And thanks to Stanislav, thanks to his NGO, we started raising money for water tanks, to buy wooden facilities that we needed for the bathhouse. So we had to reconstruct the first model of the bathhouse, and still I'm trying to have both hot and cold water in that mobile bathhouse. And I hope that we will be able to finalize the issue for people just to be able to take shower there, to have a rest in a warm facility. We have a great goal now. We want to produce such mobile field bathhouses for our Odessa military brigades. That's why we try to involve journalists in the process to inform more people, for them to understand what are the conditions of service for our military, and that our military really needs such bathhouses. If I'm not mistaken, there are around 5 brigades from Odessa, and if all these brigades can have at least one mobile bathhouse, that would be very beneficiary to raise morale of our military. Unfortunately, we need money for this, and we need to raise funds for this. And the price of one bathhouse is around $4,000, so we need to raise this money. Now we are trying to find sponsored philanthropists, investors, or just ordinary citizens who could be involved in this endeavor. And actually, I've tried this bathhouse, and it's really great. The temperature was below 0 outside when we tried it. It was really warm inside, and it was really great. 126 Brigade called me asking for this bathhouse. And actually, what brigade is the beneficiary of the bathhouse? So we need to finalize the water issue, to paint it, to clean everything, to send this bathhouse. This week we are planning to paint the bathhouse, and it will be ready to be sent to any region of our state. And perhaps the Stas will decide who needs this more. As soon as it is ready, we will decide whom to send it, or perhaps that will be a kind of a project to put it in the center of our city, in the central street, for everyone to test it, to understand how good it is. So you know that we have outages now, and some people would be happy actually to use it. Yes, that would be a great performance. Odessa has not seen anything like this as this like usual municipal transport bus was reorganized in the mobile field bathhouse. So this is only one bus, and you spend $4,000 to make bathhouse out of it. Yes, that was around $4,000, perhaps a bit more, but that's not the issue now. But we can cover 2-3 projects like this in parallel. So everything depends on whether we can get the bus. And I spent $1,300 to buy it. So now we can demonstrate that these cheap buses can be used for bathhouses, and they have raised the price for such buses. Now the minimum price is $3,000, so it depends on the initial bus that we can buy. And now I have a new idea, and I call to Stas, usually saying that I have some new ideas, but we need to raise money for the new projects. It could be the second bathhouse or the second idea of mine, which is very needed by Odessa and Odessa Oblast. But I will share details later. Michael, do you have a question? No, our colleagues don't have questions now, so now you have time to describe the second idea of yours. Okay, as for the new idea, this is the mobile invincible point. We are looking for technical possibilities to bring this idea into life. But we have found support in the face of Nova Ukraine Foundation for this project, and they are ready to invest into it. Oleksandr is now looking for a new bus for this. And Oleksandr can share the details. So this will be a mobile invincibility point. Yes, I'm now looking for a bus, but perhaps someone can share the information about such a bus. It should be a bus should be a 12-meter length, like a municipal bus for transportation. But we need the bus with the working engine. But we can just renovate it. But we need a working engine. There, I want to put a belly stove in the center of this bus that could be used to make food, to heat up water, and actually for people to feel warm. Around 30 persons can use it. Bus stove in the center of the bus? Yes, because we also use the belly stove for our bathhouse, and we use wood for this. So the pellet stove will warm up the air, and people can also use it to make food there. And that will be an mobile invincibility point that we can use in different areas of our oblast or in different streets of our city. And I believe that such mobile invincibility point is very needed because it can work independently. We can put there a generator for people to charge their mobile phones. And this is my idea. And do you have already money for this? When can we expect this mobile point? Yes, now we have funds for this, but we need a vehicle for this. The bus that we found has some issues. So I found it on the website, and the owner wants to get $2,000 for this. But the owner has joined the armed forces of Ukraine, and actually they say that they have already found different customer. And actually the thing is that that bus was bought for a coffee shop. So they even have kitchen installed there. So the price is good, $2,000, and it has been partially renovated and reorganized. So I'm waiting for his call at the beginning of February, when that guy will be able to be on vacation in Kiev. I have also called a friend of mine in Poland. And he's now looking for a bus that we need in Poland. So there is no need of customs clearance of such bus. So perhaps he will be able to find something for us. So we'll see. So we're just now addressing everyone. If you have a 12-meter bus you want to sell, please contact us. And why do we need 12 meters? Because it will be able to accommodate around 20 persons. So as soon as you find a vehicle, you need you'll need time. Yes, we'll need 3 weeks to make an invincibility point out of this. Thank you. Thank you very much for being with us here. Hopefully you will succeed with bathhouses and with the invincibility point. And if someone needs such bathhouse, please don't hesitate to contact us. And we work not only with this on these projects. For example, we have already produced a lot of pot belly stoves, and we have a lot of orders from different units. We also have repaired an armored vehicle for Marine corpses in Odesa Oblast. So we're ready to help our military. And if you have a vehicle that we can use for our military, please contact us. We have a lot of ideas, and everything depends on our financial possibilities. Thank you. And I would like to remind our journalists that the materials that we demonstrated during the press conference will be shared in our Telegram channel. And the journalists can use these materials in their work. Stay with us. At noon, we will have with us Serhiy Brachuk, spokesperson of the head of the Odesa Regional Military Administration, so stay tuned.